everyone, and yes, it's business as usual here on Wrestling Showdown after our historic live edition just last week. Thank you if you came out to see us at any of our events over Resolution Weekend. Resolution 11 itself was an historic night, just like you knew it would be. A new heavyweight champion as well. Leah Owens became the new women's champion, and Mike Musso gained a modicum of revenge over the very good Mr. UNG Mackie in a dog collar match. And speaking of Mike Musso, over the past few months here on Showdown, you've seen Lucian Maynard Smith interrupting matches to crow about the fact that he holds a pinfall victory over Mike Musso. Well, he wants to harp on about it some more, and where better for him to do it than in his very own home, to a degree. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you down to ringside right now as Lucian Maynard Smith brings you the House of Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are graced by the presence of Lucian Maynard Smith. And I'm here making my triumphant return to this country's capital of Edinburgh. I say it's triumphant because the last time I was in this building, I defeated one of your heroes. That has been synonymous with W3L for 10 plus years. A man that's arguably been the face of W3L for the last 10 plus years. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Lucian Maynard Smith defeated Mike Musso. There's not a lot of people in that dressing room that can say that they have a pinfall victory over Mike Musso. But Lucian Maynard Smith can! I defeated Mike Musso, did you? Did you? Did you? Of course you did. Lucian, you seem to have selective memory. But yeah, last time we were in this building, a series of events that you seem to not have mentioned resulted in you scoring a pinfall victory over me in the middle of this ring. It's true. So Lucian Maynard Smith has scored one pinfall victory over Mike Musso. Yes! Round of applause for Lucian Maynard Smith, everybody. Well done, Lucian! Well done! It's like being a school sports day. Right. Well done, Lucian. You did it once. I don't know about these new people here in Edinburgh, but I don't think I could do it again. Oh yeah! Are you scared that it was a fluke? Do you people want to see a rematch? Lucy Smith versus Mike Russo. Well, it's just tough. I have nothing to prove to you, and I have nothing to prove to any of these idiots in attendance today. There we go. It's Showdown. The one-hit wonder, Lucian Leon Smith. Luke. You can prove to everybody, you just have to agree to the match. Just to shut you up and to shut all of you
Lucian Maynard Smith leaves Mike Musso lying after that attack on the House of Smith. He clearly wants that second victory over Musso. Perhaps it'll happen when they meet right here on Wrestling Showdown, because we're going to throw the rulebook out the window. Musso will face Smith here on Wrestling Showdown in a street fight match. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so, because then you'll be notified when that edition of Showdown goes on for you to watch. Smith versus Musso in a street fight contest. Now, over Resolution Weekend, we saw Blondie Barrett become the new heavyweight champion in controversial circumstances. And in our live edition of Showdown last week, he retained the title against Kevin Williams in, yes, controversial circumstances. Everybody is lining up to be the next challenger and contender for the heavyweight title to face Blondie Barrett. And it's the same in the women's division. Now that Leah Owens is a 4-time women's champion, all the females in and around W3L are aiming at her. And who will be the first challenger for that title? Perhaps it'll be one of the two ladies that we are about to see, because we are going to head to ringside right now for some wrestling action as Emily Hayden takes on Debbie Sharpe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match will be a singles contest set for one fall. Introducing first of all, from the fair city of Perth, this is the Bad Touch, Debbie Sharpe.
Let me touch you now. Whatever. Go on, introduce that.
And introducing her opponent, she is from Airdrie, she is the best, the beautiful, the only Emily Hayden.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown. We have a match from the women's division here this week on the show. Debbie Sharpe there in the red singlet taking on Emily Hayden in the white and the black. And you don't need me to tell you that the women's division is in somewhat of a state of flux right now due to the events at Resolution 11. Sarah no longer part of W3L. Leah Owens, of course, is your new W3L Women's Champion, but the question has to be, who's going to be the first person to step up and to be challenging her for the Women's Championship? And obviously both of these women would love it to be them. But I guess we shall find out in due course who that will be. Got to get through this match first. We last saw Debbie Sharpe back in October, facing Ruby Summers in a rematch from their previous encounter here on Wrestling Showdown. Managed to even the score there. Emily Hayden was last on 3 weeks ago, challenging Sarah for the Women's Championship. Obviously came up short on that one. So both of these women have been competing here semi-regularly in W3L. Emily Hayden's not been around, certainly here on Showdown, quite as much as Debbie Sharpe has. Because we saw Debbie Sharpe was a part of that tag team match when it was her and Sami Zayn against Sarah and Leah Owens, the night that Sarah turned on Leah Owens and defeated in an impromptu match to win the Women's Championship. So again, you've got to think both these women are going to be angling to get in line for a championship match against Leah Owens. Again, like I said, with Sarah leaving and now no longer part of W3L, the women's division has really been shaken up. There's obviously opportunities for new people to come through. A lovely arm drag by Debbie Sharpe there at the lockup. But certainly the thing that is notable is the fact that Emily Hayden is the more popular of the two. And they're calling her She-Devil because she's dressed in red, I'm assuming. Don't think she's got horns and a tail, or never got close enough to find out. Emily Hayden getting the better of her here. Oh, Oklahoma roll. And Debbie Sharpe reverses it. Hang on, straight the sunset flip. And Sharpe goes to the floor, getting it harm's way. realising the match is not going in her favour, deciding to try and limit Emily Hayden's momentum somewhat. And we've seen Debbie Sharpe, she's happy to stall. Hang on, Hayden comes off the ropes. Oh, and she went to dive through the ropes, but Debbie Sharpe just poked her in the eye as she came past. And Emily Hayden face first into the ring apron. Debbie Sharpe, the slightly more experienced of the two, but not by a huge amount, I don't think. And she's keen to fight with her on the floor. Of course, they've got a count of 10 to get back in. And right down at the table, down at the souvenir stand, of course, all breakies must be paid for. Hang on, she's going to put her through the table. I think she's trying to. So that pearl driver on the floor. And Emily Hayden with her forearm, make that a pair. And face first goes Debbie Sharpe. Hang on, Hayden's got those styrofoam heads with wrestling masks on it. And she smacks Debbie Sharpe. I think technically that's classed as a foreign object, isn't it? Well, I'm assuming the referee's going to let this one go, because it would technically be counted as an illegal weapon in this match, but I assume that he doesn't really want to see the match end in such a contrived means. So as a consequence, he's going to turn a blind eye, shall we say. And he's given them a lot of leeway. They're fighting here on the floor. Emily Hayden not showing any fear, and she's got a hold of Debbie Sharpe. And she's letting the audience get a shot at her. Now again, this could count as outside interference, couldn't it? But I'm assuming that the referees had this fill of Debbie Sharpe as well. She's quite an irritating person, has to be said. So I guess even he's maybe quite happy. Oh, and she's getting attacked by an inflatable hammer, which does not count as a foreign object in the W3L rulebook, just in case you're wondering. And so this has become what looks like a 15-1 handicap match here in Emily Hayden's favour. Oh, and Debbie Sharpe catches her as she's climbing back into the ring. And now just throttling her in the corner. Debbie Sharpe will break every rule known to man and then some if it gets her a victory. And Chad's had some big victories here on Showdown in the past. She's challenged the Women's Championship a few times. And she would like nothing more than to be the next challenger for Leah Owens in that Women's Championship. And just arguing with the audience, it's not a good move because she's just turned the match back in her favour and she's just giving Emily Hayden a chance to recover. See Hayden just waiting, not racing after, just taking her time. Getting up in the corner there, just regaining her breath, composing herself. Debbie Sharpe sets her up, and a vertical suplex. Goes in for a cover, but it only nets her a 2. Maybe took a bit too long on the floor there. Like I said, did allow Hayden to recover somewhat. And this match firmly going now, it seems, in Debbie Sharpe's favour. She's got hold of Emily Hayden by the hair and rams her face first in that top turnbuckle, and now just choking her with her foot right in her throat. Again, it's a case of bending all the rules, do whatever it takes to get that victory. Of course, Debbie Sharpe's never won the Women's Championship, and of course neither has Emily Hayden. And it is something that I know both women would like to achieve. And even just a strong showing here will convince management to bring them back more often, make them a regular part of W3L. Of course, the World Wide Wrestling has such a large roster. There's a core of regulars and a lot of people that come in and out, and these two women want to be here regularly, much like Sarah was. But of course, now that she's around, she's left a void in the women's division, and one of these women may well be filling it. But of course, it will depend I would assume, a lot on the outcome of this contest, as Debbie Sharpe drop kicks Emily Hayden right in the lower back. Now goes in for a cover, but just nets herself a 2. Kicks her right in the kidneys. Now you see Emily Hayden slow to come back from that. She's being choked in the middle rope at the time as well. Now arguing with the referee. It's never a good move. You should be focusing on your opponent more than that. Emily Hayden, oh hang on, reverses the Irish whip and just takes down Debbie Sharpe with these axe handles. Charging across the ring and smashes into her. And a running kick and folds up. This, oh, wow, what a lovely cradle, but Debbie Sharpe was quick to get out of it. Emily Hayden with the now could go for that twist of fate. That's what the move she likes to use. Sharpe is scouted and just kicks her right in the face. Debbie Sharpe saying how clever she was. Fair enough, she'd have that move scouted. This is never a good landing when you're on somebody's shoulders. But wait, she slips out the bag and kicks Debbie Sharpe in the knee to take her down. Oh, wait for the kick. And Sharpe with the roll up. Got it folded in half. But just gets a 2. Emily Hayden just able to get out of that. And drop kicks Debbie Sharpe in the leg again. And a second drop kick. And Emily Hayden covers her, but does not get it. This is where Hayden's proved to be successful, stringing a couple of moves together. Has Debbie Sharpe in the back foot. And just kicked her in the face. She came off the ropes, flew through the air and kicked her in the jaw. And Sharpe rolls in the corner and grabs the rope, because you can't pin somebody if they're holding the ropes. And both of them slow to recover here. Emily Hayden has taken a bit of a beating in this match. And Debbie Sharpe, oh hang on, slips from the back, rolls her up. And I think she's got a handful of trunks. And she has. She's done it. Debbie Sharpe has just gone and pinned Emily Hayden. So Debbie Sharpe steals a victory over Emily Hayden in this match. I'm sure this is not going to sit well with Emily Hayden, and it certainly isn't. She's got hold of her and hits a twist of fate.
Ladies and gentlemen, we were listening for Emily Hayden.
Debbie Sharpe needs to cheat to get that victory over Emily Hayden, but it's a victory nonetheless, and she moves that a little bit closer to challenging for the Women's Championship. I'm pretty sure Emily Hayden's going to be looking for some revenge in the not too distant future, perhaps at our next live event. Now, as you know, December 25th is Christmas Day, December the 26th is Boxing Day, and December 27th I feel should be officially declared Wrestling Day, because this year, much like in the years previously, we're going to be hosting a live event. It's going to be happening in Kinghorn in Fife on December the 27th. So after you've kind of had all your Christmas celebrations, you've rested during Boxing Day, come out and see us do what we do best, live wrestling action. That's December 27th in Kinghorn. And if you're very lucky, we might have an event the day after. Maybe we shall let you know about that in the future. Make sure you check us out online, and of course be here as well for all the up to the minute information. And if you want to get your hands on some tickets, I think we can make that happen. The best bet is to go to our website. You go to W3Lwrestling.com for all your information, tickets and more besides. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to this channel, Make sure you use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Show when we're talking about the show, and we'll be bringing you more information about our post-Christmas spectacular in the weeks to come. So subscribe to this channel, which I hope you have by now. I say it often enough, because you'll be back in 7 days with even more Wrestling Showdown.